Hey everybody. My name's Cassie Rasley for those of you that don't know or any new viewers. Good evening. I'm going to put makeup on right before I go to bed. But I will make sure that I wash it off because it is so important to wash your makeup off. They say that when you sleep in your makeup, you age 7 days. I can't believe that. And I can tell you that I don't need any more help aging. Okay, if you're watching and the red live button is gone, that means you're watching the replay and I'm no longer live. But still leave your comments down and I'll come back and answer any questions that you guys have. And hashtag replay if you're watching the replay. I'm just putting on our lip exfoliator. It's like a little sugar scrub and it feels so good on my lips because they're so dry. Anyways, when you're hopping on, say hey and tell me where you're watching from. I'd love to see where you guys are all watching from. And let's do some makeup at 8 o'clock at night. I'm in Utah, and it's 8 o'clock here. Tell me where you guys are at and what time it's at. Okay, my skin has been really dry lately. Hi, Mom. And so I'm going to start out with a little bit of BB cream. And what's nice about this is it is a tinted moisturizer. And so it's just going to put a lot of moisture into your skin. Of course you're in bed. Okay. And then I'm just going to do our Liquid Touch foundation. I'm going to shake it up. Actually, that's the wrong color. I'm going to use the color Velour. Make sure you shake it up really good. And squeeze out the top. And I am going to just kind of put that all over my face, except for I'm not going to put it in underneath my eyes because I'm going to save that for just my highlighter. I don't like to do too much product right underneath my eyes because it tends to clump up and look kind of cakey. Hi, Renee. Welcome. Okay, and I'm just taking this brush. Yeah, that's pretty smart. Take your makeup off. And this brush is awesome because the lighter the touch that you use, actually the better that it works. It's almost like it gives you an airbrushed finish. This is our powder concealer brush. And I'm just kind of rubbing it all in. Austin, Texas. Hi, Brandy. What's the weather like right there? Is it nice and warm? Okay. $55. That's about what it is here. Okay, and I'm just going to take the other end of that brush and just kind of get in those hard to reach spots. And then make sure you go down your neckline. Ooh, 25. Hi, Rye. Okay. Now we're going to highlight under the eyes, and I have been doing this lately, and it's a really cool trick. I am going to use eye primer mixed with concealer, and whatever it does, it helps so that it doesn't look super cakey and dry under my eyes. But the first thing I'm going to do is use a little bit of our Uplift Serum, and it's just like an oil finish. And I'm just going to, you can see how that kind of puts hydration and moisture there. Hello to everybody just popping on. Okay. That just gives me some extra moisture right there. -3. Yuck. Chabiria, where's that at? And I'm just going to use equal parts eye primer and concealer. I'm sure I just murdered that where you live too. Yuck. Okay, so I'm just going to mix it all together. And then just put it in a triangle underneath my eyes. Yeah, the wind chill is awful. Hi, Nicole. Ashley. Okay, so I'm going to take a wet beauty blender and just kind of blend it out. You guys, my kids have been good all night long. I haven't heard a peep from them. And as soon as I hit that play button, they're like fighting and screaming downstairs. Okay, so see how that just kind of gives you a nice highlighted look underneath the eyes? And it doesn't look cakey. That's the one thing that is so important. I think if my makeup makes my skin look dry and cakey, then I may as well just not be wearing it. Oh, that's funny. Chicago area, huh? Oh, I bet that's a wonderful place to live. Although I bet it's really cold, really, really cold. Okay, so now that the skin is all one color and even, we need to bring life back into it. But let's set it first. I'm just gonna take our Behold Translucent Setting Powder on this brush and just kind of set anywhere that I'm not gonna put any other powder. I don't like to put too much powder on my face. Just enough to set. Okay, and then again, I'll flip around. I love the other end of this brush because you can get into those tight spots. And then just a little bit right here. Right where I get creases. And before you set your creases, or before you set, make sure that you've blended out any creases. What do you recommend for drier skin? Mine is usually, so mine's combination too. And it gets more dry in the winter. And are you asking, Ashley, for foundation, or what specifically are you asking about? Okay, so that'll set it, and it will set it in place all night. But we also have mineral concealer, and this is the color Fresh, and it has a yellow tint to it. And I like to just dab a little bit more of this underneath my eyes to just highlight that just a little bit more. But I'm not kidding you when I say I just use such a little bit. Okay, and that also just kind of further sets it so it's not going to move anywhere. Okay, so now let's do, I'm not going to do too much contouring tonight, but I'm going to contour. I'm going to show you guys how you can contour with bronzer, okay? Now obviously it's not a professional contour, because if you're going to professionally contour, you want it to be with no shimmer. This has a little bit of shimmer in it, but it's not too much where it looks off, and so it's okay to use. But also what's nice about this is it's got a matte side and a shimmer side, so you could just take your brush on this side and just kind of take it down like that. And we'll blend that out. I know that's dark. I know. I totally feel you, Ashley. I totally feel you. Okay, so first of all, skincare is like the number one. I don't know if you do much in the way of skincare, but that's where you will first want to start and make sure that you're using tons and tons and tons of moisture on your face. And so what I use is a cleanser that's not too drying. And then I do a mask once or twice. Well, I do a mask probably every other day that helps with my acne because I'm acne prone and dry skin. So I kind of get the best of both worlds. So I use a mask, and then I also use two types of moisture in my skin. I use, this stuff is, like, this is amazing. Some sort of oil serum on your face will be amazing, but this is just, I really love this. This is our Uplift Beauty Serum, and it's just like, it's just a moisturizing oil. And then we have, you want to use a moisturizer in the morning and at night. And so we have a morning moisturizer. This is what I use in the morning, and it's just our hydrating day cream with SPF in it. And then I have a night cream, like it's called our nighttime correcting night cream. And it just kind of helps. I just slather it all over my face after I put this stuff on. And I just let it sit there all night long, and it helps so much. So that's where I would like recommend to begin with. And then depending on what kind of foundation you're using, use a liquid foundation if you are having issues with drying, a liquid or a cream. And that will help so it doesn't stick to your, like the dry spots so much. A BB cream will also save your life because it's got that extra moisture in it. And don't use very much powder on your face because that kind of just, it always will accentuate it. Okay, we're gonna use this color. It's a metallic spirited blush. It's got a little bit of shimmer in it, and I thought it would be pretty because it would kind of match the color of my shirt. Our foundation, the one I just used, Ashley, is probably not the best for dry skin because it dries to a powder finish, which feels amazing on your skin. And it, like anybody that's tried it is like, it feels so weightless and it feels just like silk on your skin, but it's not the best for dry skin because it will stick to those dry spots because it dries to a powder finish. Okay, let's contour my nose. I'm gonna use our mineral pressed powder, just in a dark color. So this is a pressed powder in a darker color that I'm gonna use to do my nose with. And I'm just gonna take the end of this powder concealer brush. And the closer that you put the two lines on each side of your nose, the thinner, the skinnier it will look. The farther away, the bigger it will look. So you got to be careful when you're contouring your nose because you can have the opposite effect if you put the lines too far away, like if you put it too far outward on your nose. Okay, and then I like to, because I feel like right now it looks like I have like a really pointy nose. So I like to, yep. Baking. Sometimes, and so I have kind of played around with baking a little bit. But what I can do, if I'm careful and use just a little bit, is I can bake just right here under my eyes. And I'll let it sit for like 5 minutes and then brush it away. But I don't do like everywhere because it's just too much. Okay, and then also just take a little bit right here and here, and it will kind of bring your nostrils in a little bit. And then for the highlighter, I'm going to use our cream highlighter in the color Iridescent, and I'm just going to take that right here on my Cupid's bow and then up my nose. If you have a bump on your nose, like I do, you're going to want to skip the bump. You'll highlight up to and then after the bump. Because when you highlight something, it brings it forward, and then when you contour something, it sucks it in. And so you want to not highlight it so it looks like it's sucked in. Okay, and then I'll take some and just plop it right there and right there. Just a little bit more, and then we'll go over that with the powder too on my cheekbones. I like to take it in kind of like a C. Oops. Okay, see that? How? And it's nice that we have 3 different options for highlighters. We have a cream to powder, and a powder. And I like the cream because it's so versatile, and you can also mix it in with your foundation, which is awesome because it can kind of give you that really pretty pregnancy glow without the pregnancy. Okay, so we'll just go over that, and it will kind of help to set it and also make it look a little bit more bright. So this is just that same color in the powder. I won't do my nose. You gotta be careful with your nose. You don't want it to look like it's too shiny. Okay, let's do, hi Chels. I'm gonna use one of our Splash liquid lipsticks in the color, let's see. I cannot read because of the ring light in my face. I think this is the one, Sentimental. And it's always good to use a liner first, and this is the color Pompous. And if you do overline your lips and you're like, I look like a clown, what you need to do is just overline in the middle and then follow your natural line as you go back, and it will make it look a little bit more natural. So, and then you can take it out kind of beyond your lips right here, and then follow the line back in. You got to be careful when you overline your lips, or else you can. Okay, and then we'll go in with this. I like to kind of take off the excess. These lipsticks are great because they will stay on all day, or the bulk of the day. And if you use some primer on them, a little dab of primer, it will help so they don't transfer. Do you guys like that color? Sometimes I get in this rut where I always stick to nudes. And I need to get more in the habit of going like brighter. I can never do a red lip though. And then another trick. Thanks, Val. Another trick that you can do is when you take your, like with liquid lipsticks and you take your finger, I just feel like you're just smudging it everywhere. Just take like a little brush like this and kind of line, go through, and it will help it so it doesn't, it will just help clean up the line. And then another trick, oh thanks, no, I do wear contacts but they're not colored. Another trick, like if you feel like your lipstick is a little bit too bright or you want to soften it or make your lips look pouty, just plop a little bit of concealer right in the middle. See how that just kind of tamed that down a little bit? I found it. And I got a little bit of lipstick up on top, so I need to kind of, let's see. I'll take that same brush and just clean that line up. Well, this is a different brush now. Sometimes that's your best, like, inspiration, right, Carly? Okay. And then you see all those, like, beautiful girls on The Bachelor, and I totally get it. Like, yeah. Okay, let's do some eye makeup. I have no idea what I want to do for eyes. But maybe something a little bit more nude. With my lip, let's see, let me get all this crap out of the way. Let's just do something simple before my kids kill each other downstairs. Hasn't there just been one episode so far? Wasn't Monday's episode the first one? Okay, we're just gonna do like a brown look. And so I'm gonna start in with a light color Astute, just as our transition color. And it's Ari, isn't it? He's the Bachelor. I usually only watch The Bachelor because I think when you watch The Bachelorette, it's so boring with all the boys. I like the drama. I like the drama that the boys or that the girls bring. I bet there's tons of crazy ones already. Yeah, from a long time ago. Okay, so I have hooded eyes. So I want to take my eyeshadow up higher than you would think. And that way when you open your eyes, if you have hooded eyes, you can still see what you've done. Okay, and then I'm going to take just a little darker of a brown. And this is Nimble. And plop it right over that. Just don't go up as high with it. And then I'm going to take our crease brush. I can never get into them. I can't. It was Astute. That color right there. Our pressed powders in Astute. It's probably one of my favorites. And then this one over it was Nimble. Okay? And then I'm going to take a brush that's not quite so fluffy. I'm going to clean it off real quick because it's got some stuff from yesterday's look. And I'm going to, let's see. I'm going to use just a darker brown. This is Gullible. And I'm going to just put a little bit on and follow my crease, but because I have hooded eyes, I'm going to take it up just a little bit higher. You're welcome. Okay. Oh my gosh, can you guys hear my kids downstairs? I promise someone's watching them. Okay, and then we'll take that first color on this same, with this same brush, and I'll just pull it underneath my eyes. I don't wear eyeliner very often, but in our Black Friday bundle, I don't think it's right here, but in our Black Friday bundle, we had a dip and draw liner in the color, it was like a purple color, that it came in a bundle with another color that I normally, yeah. I have four boys, ranging in age from 13 to 1. Anyway, so I got the bundle because it came with it, and I fell in love with the way that, like, the application, the tip, it made it so easy. And so the black has been out of stock until just recently, and so I've ordered it, and I'm excited to try it. But winged eyeliner is really hard with hooded eyes because once you do the wing and then open your eyes, it's like it cuts it off almost. So you have to do like a really thick wing. So it takes a lot of practice, and I really am still kind of working, trying to figure it out. Okay, so I'm not gonna add any more to this, and I'm just gonna kind of blend it through. And then for the lid, I want to just keep it light and airy, so I'll pop on this really pretty, it's like it's called Exhilarated, and it's just a like a white shimmery color, but it's not quite white, it's a little off-white. And I'm going to put it on our cream brush, and I'm going to get it a little bit wet. But when you're doing this and you're getting your brushes wet to make the color stand out, sometimes I end up saturating the brush too much, and that's obviously a problem. So I found spray it on your arm first and then dab the brush on your arm. And I'm just going to put it right in the middle. Oh my gosh, they're being so loud. Welcome. Is it Lolo? Is that how you say it? Arizona, huh? Well, thanks for watching. Okay, I'm spraying a little bit more on my arm. And just kind of wiggling that in. Lolo. That's pretty. I like that. Canada. Mandy, welcome. I bet it's like night and day difference between you two for season, like weather. I bet it's nice and warm in Arizona and freezing in Canada. Okay, see how pretty that is? And it's still like natural. It's not overwhelming where it's too much with the bold lip, which I'm still getting used to. And then just kind of take it and blend it through so there's no harsh lines. And then also highlight your eyes. When you highlight your eyes, it makes them pop so much more. I can't find the highlighter though. Here it is right here. So for the highlighting like right here on your inner corner, I always struggle trying to get it like bright enough. And so one thing I found, if you use one of these like old, remember how like when we would do our makeup way long time ago before we had brushes, they were these brushes, the sponge brushes. This will give me a lot of product to lay down right there. See that? I can never get that much product with a brush. Okay. And then right here is going to give you, yeah. It's a nickname. Okay. 75? Are you kidding me? Yeah, I don't know why I live in Utah because I freaking hate the cold so bad. I hate it so bad. 40 degrees in the mornings. Oh. See, and it warms up. Negative 35. Oh my gosh. So you don't get snow. That's crazy. Oh, look at that. I need to kind of fix my eyebrow. So see how that just kind of gave me an automatic like lift? Yep. Yep. So in Utah, we get all 4 seasons, which is nice because we get summer, spring, winter, and fall. But I feel like every year, the 2 seasons I like the most gets less and less, which is spring and fall. But I feel like every year, we always get into winter quicker or summer quicker. Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't think Arizona got much snow. Yep, the fall's beautiful. Thank you, Allie, for sharing. I appreciate shares so much. It helps my business so much. So thank you so much. Mandy, did you say where you are from? Yeah, you did. That's right. The ocean threw me off. So are you close to it then? Do you live close to the ocean? Thank you. You're so sweet, Allie. Okay, so mascara. We'll just do our one-step epic mascara right in the Rockies. I bet that's really pretty too. Good, well, not good skiing if you guys don't get snow. Yeah, 70 all year. See, I kind of would love that, but it's so crowded there too, right, in California. Thanks, Lolo. Yeah, Okay, so usually before I get on, I take a eyelash curler and I warm it up with a blow dryer, and then I just curl right at the base of my lashes. I forgot to do that before I got on tonight, but that's okay because this helps to curl your lashes. Lots of snow on the slips in the valley of the foothills. Yeah, yep. In California? Yeah, it is. It's expensive. Although it's getting expensive everywhere. You know what, though? The cost of living in Utah is pretty low compared to, like, the rest of the nation. Okay, another trick is I always get mascara on my lids, and it, like, ruins my eye makeup. So one thing you can do is hold a mirror down so it almost looks like you're looking down, or it almost feels like your eyes are closed when you're putting your mascara on, and it will help not to get mascara all over your lid. Although I got it on my bottom lid. You moved from New Jersey to Texas because it was so expensive. Oh my gosh, that's a huge move. Are you happy with the move? I bet New Jersey was expensive. Okay. Make sure when you do your lashes, you coat the backs and the fronts. I know, and it messes everything up. You coat the backs and the fronts. I think some people think that they just need to do the, oh, look at that. They just need to do the fronts, but coat the back and the front. And I like to do the base of my lashes first, get them all good and coated. And then do the tops, and I feel like it helps so it doesn't clump as much. Yeah, it's much warmer than New Jersey would be. In Texas. Oh, in New Jersey. Yeah, I'll bet. Okay, I'm just going to let that dry before I wipe it away. That way I can just kind of flick it away and it won't mess up my makeup. Not that I'm not going to take it off in 2 seconds anyways. So I concentrate on the base first before I do the ends. Because I feel like when you do like if the end's dry and you try to put more, that's when you're clumping. But see how I didn't even curl those and they look okay? This is all Younique products. Yeah, the mascara really, it's our #1 selling product. That and the foundation. Yeah, it does a good job coating them. And then just a quick coat on the bottom. Thank you, Debbie. You are so sweet, you guys. The liquid foundation, I believe, is $39. I'll post my website after the after I end the live, and if you want to go take a look, you can. Okay, so see that? That's dry now. I'm just gonna take, I know, I always get it all over my bottom too. And I did, I think it's just hard for you guys to see. So I'm just gonna take like this end right here, and I'll just kind of, it wasn't quite dry. Thanks, Renee. You guys are so sweet. Do you have any idea how privileged I feel that you guys are watching this with me? It makes me so happy. Okay, and I got a little bit right there too. I feel like I got mascara everywhere. Everywhere but the top of my lid. I even got it right here on my inner corner. Okay. Let's see. I think I got it all over my bottom lid too. No, maybe not so bad. Okay, so another trick. If I use too much powder, which I did a little bit under my eyes, I can see it. Take setting spray and take your beauty blender and spray it a little bit, and then just kind of press it like this. And is what that will help do is that will help kind of melt that powder in with the rest of your skin, and it will help it so it doesn't look quite as dry. And the setting spray also at the end will help do that too, but this will kind of just give that added step. And then I need to blend this out just a little bit more. So lastly, make sure you use your setting spray so it will stay on all day long or all night long for the next 5 minutes until I wash it off. You guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. I have loved getting to know all of you guys and chatting with you. And I hope that I see you guys again. If we're not friends on Facebook, send me a friend request or just follow me. And that way you'll know when I go live. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. And I hope you guys all have a wonderful night. And oh, I am going to go get my Botox retouched tomorrow morning. And I think I'm going to go live and do it live. So maybe stay tuned tomorrow morning if you're interested in that, and we'll kind of talk about just how that works and go from there. I don't know, that's kind of out of my comfort zone, but we'll do it, okay? Love you guys. Good night. Mwah.